Hi there everyone, Martin Tyler here with me today. I'm delighted to welcome Alan Smith.
Oh, hi there Martin, absolutely delighted to be here.
The game today, Tottenham against Chelsea.
Here's the starting lineup for Tottenham Hotspur. Number 1, Hugo Lloris. Number 5,
I know it's hard for you to talk about White Hart Lane as an Arsenal legend, Alan, but did you enjoy playing here?
Well, when we won, I did, and we won a few times. But you knew you were in enemy territory from the moment you pulled up to the stadium, on the way to the ground, actually. It was great because special games, the North London derbies, and we all used to love playing at this place.
This is today's Tottenham Hotspur team. Hugo Lloris starts in goal. Kyle Walker starts with Danny Rose as the fullbacks. Christian Eriksen plays with Son Heung-min on the flanks. Harry Kane is the main striker today. Here's the Chelsea lineup. Branislav Ivanovic starts with Azpilicueta as the fullbacks. Nemanja Matic plays with Fabregas in midfield,
And they'll play with a sole striker. Alan, I know in your playing days you wouldn't want to talk about Tottenham Hotspur, Arsenal's great rivals, of course, but as a distinguished, impartial broadcaster, where do you see them now in the pecking order? Are they a little bit short still of being a Premier League super club?
Well, I think they are, Martin. It's that glass ceiling that's so hard to break through. It needs a lot of investment. I think they've got a decent chance of doing it, particularly when they get into their new stadium, but, you know, there's a lot of big, powerful clubs ahead of them.
And the referee today, Martin Atkinson.
Spurs have started the first half. Here's Willian.
Now they've got to defend this corner. Alderweireld. Pressure really on yet another corner.
Couldn't keep it in play, it's gone out for a throw. Danny Rose. Jan Vertonghen. Eriksen.
Gonna cross it.
Cross is blocked. Ivanovic. Oscar.
This could be it.
Well, he got away and looked as though he might be in the clear until he was stopped. They will think just about in time.
Hazard! Off target. Oscar. That's Piliqueta. Ivanovic. Now Fabregas. Pedro. It's looking good, this move. Nemanja Matic. The ball's taken from them, they've lost it now. Mason. And that's across the field to try and switch the play. Real good contest between these two as they jostle for possession. Pedro. Ivanovic. Mason. Jan Vertonghen. Rose. And he gets it back. Song. Neither side able to dwell on the ball for very long here. Marvellous tackle. Shot on! Goalkeeper has to go and get the ball for the goal kick. Moussa Dembele. Danny Rose. It's gone out for a throw. Oscar. Danny Rose. Son. There's some potential in this move. Well, they've wasted that crossing position, haven't they? Easily cleared. Ivanovic. Back it goes to Begovic. Pedro. See what he was trying to do, just stretch the opposition by getting the ball out wide, but it's gone out for a throw. Kurt Zouma. Oscar. Here's Fabregas. Ivanovic. Typified the competitive nature of this game, that tackle. It's only a throw-in. Ivanovic. Now Willian. Piliqueta. Brilliant football from this team. Very clearly offside. It's an easy decision.
Yeah, and it's not as if there was a scoring opportunity, really. So you can't explain it away by him being a bit overexcited.
Christian Eriksen. That's very comfortable for the keeper here. Kyle Walker. Toby Alderweireld. Jan Vertonghen. He's coming forward. Excellent passing, great interplay. And that is one pass too many. And in the end, they've given the ball away. It goes out wide again. Played into the middle. Walker! Well, he's had a go.
Well, if you don't buy a ticket, as they say, and fair play to him for having a crack.
Zuma. Says Fabregas. Nemanja Matic. Eriksen. Kane. Kyle Walker. Oh, in goes the cross. Goes for it with a fist. Here's a chance to whip it in. There goes the cross. Well, that will mean a corner coming up now. And that is now a goal kick. Well, here is that earlier incident, Alan. So close. Ivanovic. Zuma. Says Fabregas. Eden Hazard. That's Filiqueta. And shoots! And easily within the goalkeeper's reach, that shot. Mason. Here's Walker. Now Willian. Zuma. Oscar. Eden Hazard. Return pass. Here's Fabregas. Nemanja Matic. Oscar. Patience is the name of the game at the moment. Not a great cross at all in the circumstances. And pretty easy to cope with by the defending team. Mason. kick, Tottenham Hotspur. That's a corner not on the money because the goalkeeper's caught it, danger's gone. Ivanovic. Willian with the foul. That's going to be a yellow card for this player.
He can't have any complaints.
Well, you run the risk when you go to ground like that with a slide tackle of getting into serious trouble.
Well, he's tried to go for the slide tackle, and he's a fraction off getting the ball. It is a foul.
Really the way to get the ball out of the danger zone. Pedro. Oscar. Here's Walker. Kyle Walker. Dembele. Ivanovic. Kurtzuma. Now Fabregas. Nemanja Matic. The score! Hasn't hit the target. Dembele. Moussa Dembele. Kyle Walker. And the ball has gone up to indicate 3 added minutes. Kane. Son. From this position, they can maybe work something more significant in front of goal from the throw. Jan Vertonghen. Kyle Walker. Sharply done to restart it here. Now Fabregas. Oscar. Well, they're in a good position here. Eriksson. Now Fabregas. Here's Willian. Well, we're halfway through, and we haven't yet got a goal to bring to you. 0-0 at half-time. Good number of shots in this first half, and an even count in that respect between two very well-matched teams, Alan.
Yeah, they are. I know the crowd enjoyed it, listening to them applaud the two teams off, but it might take a little tactical change from one of the sides to decide the winner.
Chelsea ready and off and running at the start of the second half. Kyle Walker. Nice return pass. It's a diagonal ball to switch the play here. Toby Alderweireld. Rose. Dembele. Danny Rose. Rose. Mason. Nicely controlled football, this. Not rushing it, not forcing it, just keeping the ball, moving the opposition around. Well, he's got support here, Kyle Walker. He's almost lent him the ball on that occasion. He wants it returned, and it's returned to him. Mason. And he gets it back. This might be it. Taking the chance with the shot there.
Yeah, thought he might have done better there. Had a bit of time and space, good position.
Ivanovic. Easy spot for the referee. Hands. And the ball knocked away long. Cesc Fabregas. Oscar. Tottenham given the throw. Moussa Dembele. He's got support here. Mason. Christian Eriksen. And he gets it returned to him. Trying to stretch the opposition using the wider areas here. Kane. Pedro. Nemanja Matic. And he's moved in trying to jostle the opponent off his stride. That's Piliqueta. Now Willian. Cesc Fabregas. Nemanja Matic. Goes across. Well, it was considered controlled attacking play, but it's come to nothing in the end, and now they've got to think about defending against the opposition.
Well, this is the time where the managers really earn their money. It's going to be an alteration to try and improve the team.
Oscar. Now Willian. Kurtzuma. Pedro. And the cross is in. Cross towards Ivanovic. Good take by the goalkeeper, but no pressure on him. Eric Lamela. Kane. And the cross comes in now. Son! Really snatched at the shot, and it's gone well wide. What about that chance a few minutes ago? We can see it again now.
Yeah, the body shape was totally wrong, and in the end a bit of a wild slash over the bar.
Christian Eriksen. Foul against Spurs. And saved by the goalkeeper. Clasped it to his midriff.
Cesc Fabregas.
And from the Spurs sidelines, a substitute is going to come on. Son. Ivanovic. He's got to cross it. Free kick given. And there's a real discussion now about how to make the most of it.
Number 25.
It's going to be a double substitution.
Very good intercepting. Willian! And it's a goal here. And the shot really rasping into the back of the net, just under the bar.
Well, they look spectacular when they do that, and as well as the keeper did to get close to it, couldn't get a hand on it.
Let's see the replay now. So the first goal, it's 1-0. Jan Vertonghen. Now it goes into the wider areas where they've got a winger waiting. Technique as well as the vision to switch the play. Cahill. Pedro. Oscar. Here's a chance to move forward from midfield after that interception. Oscar. In towards Hazard. And here's the shot. Tried to keep it down but couldn't. Quick chance to look again at Willian's goal. It's given them the lead here.
Well, he's got some power in those legs, and it really was transferred to the ball. You felt sorry for that ball as it flew into the top.
I think we'll see with these possession stats, Alan, that yes, the game has been as even as it seemed without the figures to back that up.
Yeah, I mean, I think we thought coming into this match, Martin, that it would be evenly matched. And it's been the case here.
Ivanovic.
Now Willian. Kurt Zouma. Nemanja Matic.
Oscar.
Here's a chance. The goalkeeper's got to collect the ball for a goal kick. Back on the ball now, Chelsea.
tackle right on the edge of the pitch. Ball forced over the line. Pedro.
He's known as a fine passer of a football, and he's right on his game today. Kurt Zuma.
Oscar.
Hazard. Ivanovic. Two players there with a strong tackle between them. Actually, the ball's gone out for a throw. Neither won it cleanly. Kurt Zuma.
Oscar.
Well, he's standing there in an offside position. The assistant could not miss him.
No, he won't have an easier decision to make today.
Into the attacking third.
Dembele. Here's the cross. He's got his shot off now. Chance for the cross.
Pedro.
That's Filiqueta. Substitute getting ready for Chelsea.
That's a foul. Cahill. And that's going to mean a booking for the player.
Oh, without question, it was not the best of challenges.
It is a substitution now to keep the team on their toes and to keep this lead, they hope.
The Spurs fans can be very demanding. They are demanding an equaliser here.
Well, I'm not sure we're going to see it, and I don't think the players believe either, Martin.
Shot!
Good stop by the goalkeeper.
They tried to keep it, but they haven't been able to do that. Kyle Walker. The countdown is on. We're into 9 minutes now. Eric Lamela. Keeping an eye on the time here. We still could have a decisive moment in the short time that remains.
Eden Hazard. Mikel.
Change for Chelsea here. Eric Lamela.
And that's across the field to try and switch the play. Rose. Here's Walker, probing away, trying to find room for a shot maybe.
What can Tottenham do now in these closing stages?
Well, the time for patient, short passing has stopped, I think, because Route 1 is the order of the day now as they load the box.
Shot on! Well, what a miss.
That would have been the equaliser.
And he knows it too, doesn't he? Look at his expression. He'll just be praying he gets another chance to make amends.
Well, I like the look of this from the neutral point of view, Alan. We're going to get an extra attacker on for the team that's done the better attacking, that are leading in the game now.
Well, they do say the best form of defence is attack, and that's the principle he's taken here, the manager.
Now Willian. Mikel. Eric Lamela. Just a little dinked pass forward there. Shots on here. Got in the way of that, blocked it well. Great save by a diving goalkeeper.
Positioning of this Chelsea goalkeeper have been second to none to preserve this clean sheet.
Well, the crowd love this. A goalkeeper coming up for a corner. And the corner has been kept out here by the goalkeeper. They're on the move now. Kyle Walker. What a fine save. Very clearly offside. It's an easy decision.
Yeah, and it's not as if there was a scoring opportunity, really. So you can't explain it away by him being a bit overexcited.
Cahill. Ivanovic. It's a bad pass. He's given it straight to the opposition. Carroll. Got to cross it. Good hands, bread and butter work really by the goalkeeper, but he did it very competently. He's having a good game. Here's Willian. He's got room to hit this. A decent effort, just off target.
Yeah, unlucky because he got some power behind the ball, just not the direction.
Oscar. There's the final whistle. It's a win for Chelsea. Well, I think he was the best performer in a good team today.
Oh, lots of energy, lots of quality, and a good goal, along with plenty of chances.
Very good intercepting play there. Willian! And it's a goal here. Shots on here. Got in the way of that, blocked it well. Great save by a diving goalkeeper.